Jamaica, and welcome to tonight's edition of the Regional News. We start off in the tourism sector, where this month, November, the region celebrates Caribbean Tourism Month even while grappling with the COVID-19 pandemic. In a release on its website, the Caribbean Tourism Organization said the pandemic's impact on the sector has been immense. It added that there was a 57% decline in arrivals during the first 6 months of 2020, an estimated 50% to 60% fall in visitors spent, and tens of thousands of jobs lost. The organization said the Caribbean has shown resilience by the progress made towards resuming tourism activity, with 25 Caribbean countries having reopened their borders to commercial travel fully or partially. Other countries are also putting measures in place to welcome visitors. The theme for this year's observance is The Caribbean Awaits. The organization said the theme complements the region's success in generally containing the spread of COVID-19, which has taken a major toll on tourism along with other sectors of our economies. In observing the month, the organization and its members have planned a week of social media activities. Now for some news in Belize. The people of the island voted the main opposition People's United Party (PUP) into office in general elections held on Wednesday, 11 November 2020. Preliminary results gave the PUP, led by former opposition leader John Brincino, 26 of the 31 seats in parliament, almost double the 14 seats won in the last elections in 2015. The outgoing United Democratic Party (UDP) held on to just 5 seats, down from the 17 won in 2015. The party was led for the first time by former Education Minister Patrick Faber, who took over the party's leadership this year from retiring outgoing Minister Dean Barrow. Mr. Barrow had led UDP to 3 consecutive election victories. A 6-member CARICOM election observation mission headed by Janet Charles of Antigua and Barbuda monitored Wednesday's general elections and will submit a preliminary report to CARICOM Secretary General Ambassador Orwin LaRock in the coming days. The report will also be shared with the government of Belize, the leader of the opposition, and the Belize Election and Boundaries Commission. And finally, some updates on COVID-19. Following positive news regarding a COVID-19 vaccine, Chief Medical Officer of St. Lucia, Dr. Sharon Belmar George, says it will take some time before it will be made available to the region. Pfizer Inc. announced to the world last week that it created a COVID-19 vaccine which showed a more than 90% effective rate in early tests. Her declaration followed 2 COVID-19 fatalities, St. Lucia's first since the virus landed on the island in March 2020. To date, St. Lucia has recorded a total of 148 COVID-19 cases, as a second wave of the virus has resulted in 100 active cases in the country. According to the island's health ministry, 79 new cases have been recorded in the last 14 days, including the first 2 deaths on Tuesday, November 10. She added that at least 1 patient is in critical condition in the intensive care unit of the respiratory hospital, with 700 people being monitored as a part of the contact tracing exercise. Cases in the Caribbean have been increasing steadily over the last few days. In Jamaica, 9,635 cases were reported, while 225 deaths were recorded and 5,043 persons recovered. Haiti recorded 9,190 COVID-19 cases with 232 deaths. 7,701 persons have since recovered. In the twin island of Trinidad and Tobago, 5,930 cases were recorded with 111 deaths, 5,317 recovered with only 613 active cases. Barbados logged 249 cases with 7 deaths. 233 persons have since recovered. In neighboring Suriname, 5,261 cases were recorded in the country with 114 deaths, while 5,126 recovered from the COVID-19 virus. And that is it for our region news this evening. And I continue to urge our viewers to stay indoors, wear those masks, use those hand sanitizers, and to continue practicing social distancing. Back to you, Tamika.